Johnny, it feels like history is repeating itself. We're here again for Dan Azeez. I was actually on the train up here watching the Gloves Are Off that you hosted the first time, and you're going to be doing it again, I believe, tomorrow. Feels very familiar, doesn't it?
The Daily Mirror is the first. I'm glad you guys are covering it. I think this is one of those domestic tear-ups where both fighters are honest. These guys are frenemies. There's no bad blood there, but they know on a professional level what you've got to do. I think this fight is going to be mad. When we do the live Gloves Are Off, this is the difference. The difference is going to be this: when you've got either fans on either side cheering and booing and putting in the pressure. If you say something to me that's disrespecting, I can't just cut it dead because we're in a studio. You're in an open area, so this is peer pressure. So when you've got your fans and you can't control the emotions of the fans, I love that. I love being in a live environment, and I think it's a great shout out. I hope it's the first of many times we do this. I think both parties are honest enough, direct enough to say how it is and hold their own. Those awkward silence moments where they just sat there and he's been giving them one question, you're thinking, how you can answer that? Remember, you've got the crowd cheering, ooh! And that kind of stuff puts pressure on a fight. This week, especially that, can have a make or break a fight. And it'll give you an indication of how this fight's going to go. But it's got to be smart, it's got to be sharp, both fighters got to hold their own.
You saw them front back last time in that dark room, you know, they're almost smiling at each other when they're trash talking. Like you said, tomorrow will be live. Do you think they're friends, but like you said they're frenemies? Do you think it will sort of boil over or not?
I think it will, because things have been said since the first fight got postponed between each other. And Dan's probably disappointed and hurt by his old friend of what's been said about why the fight fell through. But just to say, you should know better than that. I understand getting it from idiots, but you should know better than that. So it's what it's like Fraser and Ali. Ali said some things about Fraser that were so disrespectful to him and his family that he affected his own life. And so those two will never, ever be the same again. And as a fighter, if you're an honest fighter, things are said by someone that should know better, it burns you because you think you stepped over the line. So that's helped Dan to say, I know you're the favourite, and I keep saying you're the favourite because I know you don't like the pressure. And I've been the favourite, expected to. And he is. You know, Buatsi is number one in the world. Buatsi's career has got better and better, but not the speed he wants it to. Whereas Dan, all of a sudden, reach on rise, boom, British Commonwealth European. He's in number 2 position, touching distance and leapfrogging. The pressure's on Buatsi. He has to win. Anything less is not good enough, because that means he's stepping back. I've said it over again. I think Buatsi should put on his best performance as a professional fighter on Saturday night. But so should Dan, because these two guys are on this pole that know what they're capable of doing.
They said they've sparred well over 1,000 rounds, but Azeez has always said, look, I'm a better fighter than I'm a sparrer. Do you think, there's a lot of fighters like that, but do you think that doesn't really mean they can take a lot from those sparring sessions they've had together?
Well, you learn a lot. You learn about what you can do, what you can't do. You know what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are. I've done that. I've boxed with sparring partners. You know, these sparring partners have given me my ass in the gym. They proper turn me over. The only time I've got a black eye or a cut lip is in sparring. But then when it's come to the fight, 3 guys that I was sparring with, 3 guys I ended up boxing with, 3 guys I knocked them out in sparring. In their head they thought, I've got his every day of the week. And they couldn't understand it. Sparring and fighting are 2 different things, complete different things. It brings out a different animal, brings out a different instinct, a different fight, a different fire in your belly, especially when you've got those little gloves on. So sparring, you're there to learn. You always think, I want to get better, I want to learn, I'll learn from that, learn from that. Some people, their egos in sparring. Nobody's getting the top side of him ever. Prince Azeem was like that in sparring fighting, there's no way anybody's getting top side of him for 1 minute of 1 round ever. Where some fighters, you have to learn a different way. And I think Dan, as far as he's concerned, I've always been an understudy. But you not think I've been watching? In the back of Dan's head, he might have thought, I'll fight you one day. I actually think in the back of Joshua Buatsi's head, he never thought he'd fight.
Dan has said that he thinks Josh left match move, come over and fight him. But he said, look, I'm focused on a world title, it was never my intention. What do you think of that? They almost have 2 different reasons why they think this fight's happened.
Well, I think Dan's game plan is to get under Joshua Buatsi's skin and to heap the pressure of expectation on him, no matter how much he tries to avoid it. And he's doing the right thing in doing that. He constantly keeps saying that. He said, you know you're a favourite. You know what he wants. You disrespect him. You thought it was easy. And you can see a smirk when he says it. And now Buatsi's like, he gets it, he'll sit back and think, nah, he'll deny it, but he'll try to be cool with it. These are both good, honest professional fighters that will give their heart and soul, and I think we had a potential for fight of the year with Mayer and Jonas. Again, what a bill, what a night, what a from 7 o'clock onwards, what a night of fighting.
It's a huge 5 week for boxing, and your name has been in the media, I'm sure, a lot in the recent few days for the Tyson Fury comments. What have you made of that? Because they seem to have gone down a different way. Some people think they shouldn't do that. It's your knowledge at the end of the day. What do you can you expand on what you've heard from camp? And
No, because if people are telling you stuff, you've got to respect that where it's coming from. Fortunately, I don't know, because I'm an ex-fighter, because I'm in a certain position, people will tell me stuff. You know, and I mean close people. And so both fighters now know, whatever I've said, they know if it's the truth or not. Tyson knows if it's the truth or not. Even Usyk's team, they know if it's the truth or not. So regardless of what they say to me, I'll say, yo, it don't matter. You can call it as much as you want. Don't shoot the messenger for the message. This is what's coming out. And you've got to use your common sense and assessment. Now, if what I'm hearing is correct in the Tyson Fury camp, it ain't good. Because I've always said Tyson Fury beats Usyk. But the Tyson Fury that turned up against Ngannou doesn't beat Usyk. The Tyson Fury that I'm hearing training camps going with doesn't beat Usyk. This Tyson Fury is surprisingly quiet. Now, nobody controls Tyson Fury. So Tyson, and so even if his team is saying you're going to say this, we're going to do that, don't do this, he's like, nah, I'm the boss. You don't tell me what to do. He has been uncharacteristically quiet.
Is that a good sign, you think, or bad sign?
Well, it means he's either completely focused in the zone, or it's a bad. It's a bad sign. So I don't know. Like, I want to see him touch down in Saudi. I want to know he's there. I want to know it's on. After this weekend, that's it. The box's being pressed. It's fight week. I hear in Usyk's camp he's had 5 different sparring partners, mullering every one of them to the point where he's had to taper down to the 6 rounds, and the guys are like pulling out. This is from 2 of his sparring partners.
Big guys.
Yeah, and they're big guys. And these 2 sparring partners say they don't see it going any other way. So if I'm hearing one thing from one camp and one thing from another, I want the Brit to win. But I'm just telling you what I'm hearing. So common sense is Tyson Fury that turned up against Usyk, against Ngannou, doesn't win. Tyson Fury knows that. He's can't know that. So he needs to make sure he gets everything correct and right. This fight should have happened before Christmas. The sharp fight is now penciled to happen on the 17th. I'm looking forward to this fight because I was there when Tyson Fury beat Usyk. Unexpected. Tyson Fury now is officially the best fighter in the world. And he's got people talking, got people gossiping, got people wound up to say, will he, won't he? Tyson Fury, if Tyson Fury still exists and he turns up, that Tyson Fury beats Usyk. If he doesn't, you're going to see the passing of the torch.
What do you make of his sort of 5-week statement? He's like, look, you only need 4 weeks of training, 1 week of rest, and that's it. Do you think you need longer than that?
From Tyson? He's playing with you, man. Come on, he lives boxing. He lives what you can't box the way he does and have the variety the way he's got by just dipping in and out. He lives what he's playing with. He's telling you guys what you want to hear. He ain't stupid. He gets it. You sit him down one-on-one and talk about boxing, he will tell you the history of boxing through and through. And if he thinks you're BSing it, he'll say, shit house. And he'll go walk away because he's not wasting his time. He's not an idiot, but he knows exactly how to play the media.
Someone who doesn't really know the history of boxing, but he made his debut. Obviously, we touched on there, Francis Ngannou. He's got another big fight. It seems quite mad he's fighting Joshua and Fury in his first 2 fights. How do you think it's more one-sided than the Fury fight or not?
Yeah, because now everybody knows who Ngannou is. And so therefore, Anthony Joshua will respect the man that's in front of him. He'll not do the same mistake that Tyson Fury did. I think in my head, risk reward is a good way up. I wouldn't have done the fight because the only reward is financial. And beating Ngannou means what? Don't really mean anything. This guy's had 1 professional fight, lost to Tyson Fury, regardless of how you look at it. So there's nothing to set precedent against. So to me, the risk is if he gets turned over by him, then your career's done. Because how can you swallow that? You're a former 2-time world heavyweight champion. You can't have lose to him. I expect Anthony Joshua to get rid of it. I expect Anthony Joshua to do a better job than Tyson Fury did, because he now has hindsight to think that one out. So it'd be intriguing at most.
So in your head, if you're right in saying you think AJ gets it done, Fury if he shows up gets it done, and then we can finally have a fight that's been in the works for 10 years.
Finally.